it is time for us to turn back the clock. And now with UFC 239 out of the way, it is time to turn our attention to the UFC's return to Sacktown, Sacramento. And what did you know it? Sacramento's own, their pride and joy, the great California kid, Urijah Faber, is featured on Saturday's card. Yes, he's back. He hasn't fought since 2016. He retired, then he became a dad, and then he decided, you know what? I want to keep fighting. Even though I'm in my 40s, no big deal. I still look like I'm 22. Let's do this. And so with that in mind, I thought it would be fun to count down Urijah Faber's all-time best Sacramento moments. Now, we're not talking about his best moments of his career. We're talking Sacramento moments only because, again, he is the pride of Sacramento, and every time he fights there, it's a special deal. So let's do this. Now, number 5 might surprise you. It's actually a loss. It's when Mike Brown defeated him back at WEC 41, old habit, June of 2009. I was at this fight, and it was incredible to watch. You know why? Because Mike Brown beat him with 2 broken hands. Yes, Urijah Faber had 2 broken hands, and he couldn't use his hands. Midway through the fight, he had to use his elbows. He was just throwing elbows the entire time. It was a valiant effort. You see the hand. He can't even move them. One of them is shaking. He took off the gloves afterwards. It was incredible to watch despite the loss. So much respect for Urijah Faber, and so that actually made our list. Number 4, WEC 46, January of 2010. The fight after the Mike Brown loss. Urijah Faber comes back against Raphael Assunção in Sacktown, and he blows right through him. Look at that. Like knife through hot butter. Beautiful rear naked choke. Submission win over Raphael Assunção. And again, this was coming off the Mike Brown loss. So it was good to see Urijah Faber back on track. Now we go to his UFC run and to his first Sacramento fight in the UFC against Michael McDonald. I remember this one. He pushed him, just like big brothered him. Get out of the way. And then slapped on the guillotine choke. Look at that. Amazing submission there from Urijah Faber, one of the all-time best on the ground back in December of 2013. UFC on Fox against the youngster Michael McDonald. Would not let go, and that was a special moment. To see him after all these years fight in the UFC back home in Sacramento was really cool. I was happy that I was able to be there. Now we move along and say hello to number 2, and this was what we thought was the retirement fight. December of 2016. Brad Pickett. Big moment for him. We knew that this was it. He told us going in. In fact, he said on this show that he was done before this fight. This would be his retirement fight. He wanted to have his retirement fight in Sacramento. And so there's always a lot of nerves involved. Does he go out on top? Does he win? He did. And so that was a great moment for him. But number 1, oh, this was an easy one. It had to be this one. WEC 34, the biggest fight in WEC history at the time, June 1st, 2008. I can't believe 11 years ago. Urijah Faber, Jens Pulver, Little Evil. Remember Little Evil's great debut in WEC against Cub Swanson? Won in 23 seconds, said 145, 145. They put this fight together. It was huge on a Sunday night on Versus. And look at Urijah Faber just completely dominate Jens Pulver coming over from the UFC. This really cemented, in my opinion, Urijah Faber as one of the pound-for-pound greats in the sport. That was a great moment. And again, anytime he fought for WEC, and especially in Sacktown, it was special. So I'm looking forward to this fight and his return against Ricky Simone this Saturday back home in Sacramento. It's not the Arco Arena anymore, but it's still pretty darn special. Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.